All right, hello and welcome back to the second round of the 2022 Brent Hambrick Memorial here in Columbus, Ohio. My name is Zachary O'Harron, and on the commentator's mic with me, I have Brian Wolf. How are we doing?
Doing great. Excited to be here. Looking forward to seeing some familiar faces and new faces on the card.
Absolutely. We got a tight race here. Isaac has a 3-stroke lead over the field, but second through everyone else is pretty tight so far. Only a couple strokes separating most of those people. Tony's going to start us off on the card at next 7. He's tied for 4th right now, new face to the channel. He's from Ohio, so we'll call him a local.
Welcome back, Tyler Horne, shooting over his rating last round. Love to see that.
Yep. One of the big sponsors of this event. We have Bradley Williams. Always nice to have a touring pro face on the coverage of our channel. He's standing at neg 6 as well.
And welcome back, Ellis, shooting a 1029 rated first round, and his rating is 1029.
Oh yeah, keeping it tight there. Starting off with hole 1. What do we got going on here?
Hole 1 is a par 3, 344 feet. Plays as one of the more difficult holes on the course. You have OB left and a really hard green to approach. This one played dead on a 3 during round 2. Got a handful of birdies, handful of bogeys, but more than 60% of the field was parring this hole.
Yeah, just play. Oh, we got another lefty here as well. We had Zach in round 1. We got Tony here in round 2, it looks like.
Excited to see this shot.
If I was a lefty, that's what I'd throw. A big high spike hyzer. Way downhill. Little right to the basket, but he'll have a putt from there.
For sure. Tyler's monster forehand coming back out.
Yep, this looks like a good line as well. It's got to stay over those trees deep.
Boom.
Yep.
Yeah, a little back roll. A little R2 on the Tiger Woods, but he did all right. Looks like Bradley's going to go with a forehand, too.
He's got a good, well-rounded game. He can throw backhand both right and left, so surprised we didn't see that come out of him today, but he felt comfortable with the forehand there.
And looks like he executed it well.
Corey going back to the forehand with that orange force. Hopefully he can make the correction from yesterday. He was struggling a little bit with his forehand, and it's already looking better. This one's in bounds here. It's going to be deep circle 2. Let's see if he can make another magic putt happen from deep.
Shout out to Christy Moore, the TD of the event. Really well done event. Put together really well. Got Tony with a putt through the woods.
Ooh.
Just never up over that rim. Glad that Tyler got the full stand-up. I was worried he would have to go to a knee. He knocks that 2 in.
Easy peasy.
Bradley looking to knock in a 2 as well. Keep pace with Tyler.
Yeah. Putting with fireflies. Just a couple quick cleanups here, and we'll be off to the races here in round 2.
All right. Moving in to the easiest hole on the course statistically, averaging a 3.45. We have an OB line right and an OB line left, keeping it tight, but it is only a 489-foot par 4. We had many eagles. By many, I mean 4, which is still many in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Because eagles are cool. And we had a ton of birdies. More than half the field birdied this or eagled it.
Yeah, the field really adjusted well from yesterday. A little less wind today as well, and so people kind of figured out what disc they can kind of hold over that right hazard OB on that right side and kind of let the disc come back in bounds here. Tyler looked like he's... Oh, slow down. Slow down. Yeah.
Ooh.
In bounds, 2 for 2.
Looks like Bradley's going to go with a similar flight pattern. You know, big hyzer out over the OB. Pulling back towards the basket. Plenty of landing space.
Yeah, this is...
Settle down.
Sit.
Boom.
Yeah. Circle's edge probably?
Yep. We're just outside. Tony with the left-hand approach.
We saw it be a little more difficult for Zach on that lefty. He left it a little too wide Tony looks like he made the correction here. He's a little more inside. Needs to sit down before going OB right.
Ooh.
Not going to. He's going to get that hazard stroke for him. Got Corey throwing a pink force. I think it's a Z4 claw force.
Oh, what an unfortunate ground play.
Yeah. A little rock drainage path. Kicked him right instead of getting the flare. So close. Still has a bit at this. Oh, just off the basket from probably 55, 60 feet.
And again, folks, it's playing as hazard, not out of bounds. That's why you see their feet where they are.
Yep.
Tyler from outside.
Yeah.
But a real easy.
Yep, just wide right. Bradley with the last chance for an eagle here. Oh,
man.
Caught that cabbage at the very end of his flight. But should have a couple birdies here, a couple pars, I think. Pending any disasters.
There we go.
And if the farthest one makes it, then we're probably fine.
All right, Corey's going to tap in for his par. And Bradley's going to tap in for a real short birdie. So that's 2 birdies for Tyler, 2 birdies for Bradley. We're through 2 holes. That's a good pace, I think.
It's the one they definitely want at this point. Heading into hole 3, 344. Lots of OB on this course. This one's no exception. You got to put a forehand if you got it, righty forehand, up and over this OB line to attack this pin position, which is farther right, pinching closer towards the wood line. There is a drop off behind the basket, so you really don't want to push too far deep. And the woods are kind of a hit and miss, so you just want to avoid going in early if you can.
Tyler leading us off with a great forehand. Oh, looks like he may have released that one a tad early. It's going to fight through. It's going to be in the jungle, if you will. Bradley's going to try to keep this one a little bit wider, get it to land on the green. Look at that flight. And settle. Okay, it's settled.
Yeah, really good from him there in circle.
And Tony with the traditional left-hand backhand. Plenty of space. Ooh, he gets clipped by one of the last trees.
Corey's going to go back to the forehand here. I think that's a good play for him. We got that orange force, but he doesn't like it. Thinks he's hung this out too far wide, but he's going to kick back and bounce. Oh, spoke too early. Ah.
Ooh, flirting with danger. Tyler is pinched, trying to do a forehand out. Love it.
That's really good.
Love a good touch forehand.
There's Corey, probably circle 2, just outside circle. Get in there.
Good settle though. Tap in par.
Got Tony in the woods. He's got a little bit of a window here.
Yes. There we go. Tony gets his first birdie of the day.
We take that.
And here comes Mr. Williams.
And he has got a great start for his round here. 3 for 3. Tyler, easy tap in there. And we got Corey with an even easier tap in here as we prepare to jump over to hole 4.
Great Lakes Disc, located in Grand Rapids, Michigan, is a fully stocked retail disc golf store that fulfills all of your disc golf needs. We carry all of the major manufacturers, accessories, and offer player and event sponsorship, along with tournament payout assistance. To learn more about Great Lakes Disc, visit greatlakesdisc.com.
Another forehand par 3 here, 347 feet, 3 feet longer.
Yeah, buddy. You're going to want to avoid the OB line on the left. Bring it right. And be very aware of this drop off towards OB after the basket. Shout out to Michael Homer, who aced this hole during round 2.
Disgusting. That's such a cool ace. Got Bradley up first. He's going to go forehand. Leaves us out wide. He doesn't like it off the reaction. He needs to fight back in bounds, and it's just not going to get that ground action. One thing I noticed while being here is that the Ohio grass here was very grippy.
Not getting around a lot of ground play.
Yeah, almost none, which was a little surprising for some people. Tony there a little early. He's going to be in that long cabbage just in front of the basket.
Hopefully he can find himself a window.
Tyler going to backhand here. Didn't think he'd do that. Probably with that buzz.
It's bending. It's got a hold. Now settle. Oh, it's going to pop out.
Yeah, that's the danger of the backhand.
Corey's going to go with a forehand. I have a good feeling about this one.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a much better line. Go in.
Ooh.
Ah.
Nice settle right there.
Yeah. Here's Bradley from where we saw Corey yesterday.
Look at the touch. Look at the touch.
That's such an experienced touring pro right there for you.
Oh, and Tony has nothing.
A little bit of window. He's just going to pitch out. He's just going to lay it by the basket.
Smart. Tyler going for this power putt from here. Oh, I hope that settles. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing too bad there. That's a risk with the OB behind it, and it's just a straight drop off.
Corey with practically a drop in too. Love to see it. Great shot. Gets his first birdie of the round.
Yeah, a little slow here, as we talked about in round 1. The first 8 holes is you really want to attack if you can, because it's more open than the back 9, 10 holes, which are much more wooded. Although Isaac last round said, nah, I'm going to shoot 7 down with that 9 anyway.
And Corey shot 6, I believe, so I mean, it was doable. All right, Bradley cleans up that par, or actually a bogey. I apologize. Forgot about the OB. And we're going to move on to hole 5. Hole 5 is par 3, 321 feet. We've got an elevated basket, OB hard right. It's a right-hand backhand dream. A little bit more challenging for the left-handed. The option is the forehand or over the top. I'm going to start Corey out here. Boom. Puts a lot of air under it.
Played as the easiest hole yesterday. How did it do today?
We are looking at hole 5. It played as the second easiest hole.
Oh, behind hole 2.
Correct.
Oh, I forgot about that. You said that. I should have known that.
That's okay. And I love when somebody makes me look wrong. Thank you, Tony, for making that left-handed backhand look smooth.
Probably some form of like an AVR 3 or X3 maybe from Bradley.
Over half the field birdied this round.
Yeah. For these competitors, especially the ones that are on this card and on the lead card, this is a must get for them. This has got to be a executable hole. This is zone from Tyler now, and good correction from him. This 2 guys 5 feet from the basket.
Love to see it.
When the farthest guy out is 20 feet. It's a pretty good hole.
Great putt right there. Gets to take the stairs up to the bucket.
I don't even know if he needs the stairs, right?
He doesn't. I would need the stairs.
He's pretty tall.
Yeah. Tony knocks in his deuce. And these guys can fight to see who can go first.
There's no CTP awards, so these guys are just fighting for bragging rights at this point.
There we go. And an early star birdie on hole 5. We love to see that because we're heading into hole 6, which played as the hardest hole during round 2.
Oh, no.
We've got a par 4, 675 feet. You do want to avoid the OB left. There's also a Mando tree that we just flew by. And then you also want to avoid the OB right line, which parallels hole 4's basket. And then as you come in here, you have a basket right on the end of what I like to call a turtle back, because right behind it, on all sides, you're sloping down and towards OB.
Yeah, this is such a tough green. Very little safe space. I also really like Corey's forehand here. Last round, he kind of left that early and it hyzered out into the OB. This one, he's trying to make that correction.
And it's set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to that grass you talked about.
Yep.
Tony just gets to put a mash on this.
Oh, yeah. This is a Halo Destroyer, yellow plate, pink rim. He throws this a lot in this round, and that's a real well-executed shot right next to Corey's.
Bradley going with a turnover, I think.
Bradley's going to have to correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm pretty sure this is a Mako. He was trying to throw something controlled up the fairway. He's actually going to clip the Mando tree and then kick right past it. And he's going to land OB early. Oh, Tyler putting a Anheuser on a real stable disc.
Fly back in.
Yep. Inbounds. See the spectator giving him the thumbs up there. Here's Bradley from way back. He's going to probably try to be aggressive here. He can reach the hole if he gets it past there. He's going to push past the 4 stuff, and I think that's going to be OB, unfortunately.
That is going to be close, and it's real close to whether he was inbounds or out of bounds. Tyler with an approach. Hopefully that gets stable and settles. Yeah. A little short.
Saw him make one from similar distance yesterday.
Yep, for sure.
Got Corey forehanding this one. I think that's smart. I think the inbound zone is a little bit bigger on the right side. He's actually landed in the bush.
Well, I guess it's settled then.
Yeah, that's one way to get it to sit down.
Yeah. Tony's got a wide open toss on the left. Bringing it back with something stable. Hopefully it settles too. Oh, yeah.
Sit.
Oh, no.
Okay. Rail stairs caught him there.
There was a lot of emotions on that final few seconds of that flight pattern.
Ooh, sit. We're going to have to find out if he went OB on that backside when we see where he landed. Here's Bradley.
Settle.
Oh, no. He's missed as well.
All right. Here comes Tony from the stairs. Love to see it. Whoa. I was already looking for the green one to pop up. Let's look at this again.
No way.
A little high, but that's about the only thing I can say.
So many chains, but...
That's one you expect to stay in.
Yep. Bradley here, base of that turtle shell you talked about. Oh, just off the top of the not off the top of the basket, just off the basket there. Just a little low.
There we go.
Good hit from Tyler. It's going to be a par from him.
Yeah, first one in the bucket on this hole.
Corey took a good chunk of time to try to figure out how to fit in that bush. He couldn't get his enormously large body inside of that tiny space.
Looks like it worked out well.
Yeah, you can see he's having to climb himself out of it. Card was very helpful, trying to help pinpoint a location you could even get into it.
There we go.
Worked out for him. That's 3 in a row for Corey. Slow start for him, but he's cruising now as we get ready for hole 7.
Yeah, he's tied Tony for the lead on the card.
Yeah, 606 feet here. This is another par 4. OB on the left side where that drainage ditch is. The right side is an OB, but there's a drop off the entire right side. So if you go right, it's going to be a natural OB. Your drive, if you can get it, you want to land right where you saw that guy throwing a second ago is, and then that will open you up for this approach shot. The green is about circle's edge, a couple places just inside of it, and it's really skinny on the right side that's inbound, so backhand, right-hand hyzers tend to be the best approach if you can.
Hey, Zach, that was a beautiful flight coverage that we just had.
We did.
And we had some help with that this week, didn't we?
We sure did. The Disc Golf Examiner actually helped us out. We had a little unfortunate accident with our drone and lost all our footage, and so he helped us out and get shared his drone footage with us and some B-roll. So huge shout out to those guys. Be sure to check out their channel as they covered lead card for both rounds 2 and 3.
Excellent. You want to tell everybody what happened to the drone?
No.
Okay.
I was flying it, and a bird over the dam, the Hoover Dam that's in this course. I had a perfect shot of it, and then all of a sudden I was looking at my control and the camera started shaking, and I look up in the air and there's a poof of feathers, and I'm very sad because the drone landed somewhere unretrievable.
Yep. That'll happen.
We live and we learn.
Bradley ripping a great forehand off the tee. It's going to float out of bounds, and then boom, right back in bounds.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Well executed from him. Tyler here kind of opens up the hyzer a little bit if you push left. Yeah, so you can kind of throw this hyzer angle a little more aggressively. This needs to sit down quickly. Oh,
And it does.
It's that buzz. He's got a magical touch with that white buzz.
Backhand from Mr. Williams as well.
Needs to slow down a little bit.
Settle.
A little bit.
We'll still be looking at that.
Yep, circle's edge.
Yep.
Lefty here. Lefty's really clean if you have a good hyzer, which Tony does here. This is just got to settle.
Yep.
Nice and easy.
Great play. Some of those lower speed discs helps him settle too.
Mm-hmm. So far, we got 3 guys in circle, or circle's edge at least. Corey trying to match all the good throws so far, and he also puts himself in circle. We might have another star frame. Just got to execute on putts here.
Well, way to jinx it, Zach.
Dang it, that was my fault.
Yep. All right, Tyler. Let's knock one down. Let's get you to neg 9.
Bradley's a really cool dude, too. I don't know why I jinxed him like that.
Boom. Tyler joins Corey and Tony for a moment at neg 9. Oh, slippery.
That is a rare C1 miss from Corey Ellis, and I mean rare. And he hit center-ish. Talking about where it hit the basket. Not able to get the birdie there.
Bradley cleans up his par as well. And we're moving on to hole 8. And let me tell you, hole 8 and hole 9 plays the second and third hardest hole on this course.
Man, oh man.
We got a par 3, 444 feet. You can see the the drop zone that we just flew by on the right. So on your tee shot, if you land out of bounds, you move to the drop zone, and then any additional out of bounds from there on, you would play as traditional.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see it.
This is a tough lefty hole. If you don't have a forehand, see how aggressive Tony's trying to be. This looks like it's flat, and he needs it to hyzer early. Get over that.
Yeah.
That's going to be in bounds.
Sneaky.
Yeah, the 440 is just that kind of that range where a lot of these pros, it's like they can reach it, but can they reach it under control? Because it kind of pinches, that island pinches near the end of it where your landing zone is. Any miss at all, and you're going to be OB. But Tyler says he can do it.
Yeah. He's like, don't worry. I got this one.
That's what he meant to do in round 1.
Yes, indeed.
Similar results. Kind of funny. Corey's going to go back to that super high hyzer with the Buzz SS. Turn it over a little too much, hit those trees, and plinko down. Safe.
Yep, safe is the key word on that one. All right, Bradley.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. Like, I thought it was a driver in his hand originally, but it just is really slow. I think it's more of a fairway for control.
Settles down nicely. Corey's got some work to do. Trying to land in that bullseye. There we go. All right, who wants to make a long putt? Who's getting a 2 today? Bradley Williams is getting a 2 today.
He'll take that. Good recovery.
Is Tony going to get the 2 today? Never quite had the height, but he still maintains the lead. Tyler trying to get that 2 tie. Tony for the lead on the card. We got 2 guys at neg 10 now.
He got it yesterday, didn't he?
I believe so.
I think he was the one who got it, yeah. 2 for 2. He plays as one of the top 3 hardest holes, and he gets it twice. That's how you get strokes on folks, people.
Tyler did not get it yesterday.
Oh, he didn't? Who got it yesterday? Someone birdied it, I thought. Maybe I'm crazy.
On day 1, Andrew Presnell, Clay Edwards, Christian Riley, Joel Freeman, Nate Hecker, Thomas Brockhoff, and our friend Trevor Harbault.
Oh, I just remember something differently, I guess.
That's okay, because we're moving into hole 9, one of the hardest the hardest hole outside of 6 on the course. Averages at 0.82 higher than par. You got to miss that center tree, which is definitely a challenge. And then somehow manage the awkward footing all the way in to a well-guarded pine hole. Does give you a clean circle 1 almost inside the circle as far as trees go, but this is a very challenging 408. This hole received 0 birdies today, and it did receive ample bogeys and ample double bogeys. Tyler leading us off. Low. It's going to settle down nicely. Going to give him a look in there. Here comes Bradley. Yep, he's going low as well.
Yeah, do whatever it takes to not go right. That's where the 70-foot drop-off is.
Let's see if Tony gets aggressive on this one.
Yeah, he's going to get a little inside, get knocked down early. He's going to be up in the fairway, though. Should hopefully be able to scramble.
Corey put some hyzer on this one for sure. Oh.
Ooh.
Well, it settled. Didn't go down.
He was really close to really kind of punching one up there like he did on day 1. There's Tony. Almost getting it sneaky past there. Gets that first tree. We'll have a really long look. Probably a little obstructed as well. Ooh. Strange release there from Corey.
Yeah, I think that came out of his hand a little bit early. Here comes Bradley. Settling in nicely right there. Ooh, buddy. Love to see that. Tyler,
Yeah.
beautiful. I mean, classic right there. Slide it up.
He just knows he loses 0 strokes with a par,
Yep.
so just take it and go.
Do the business. That had a good flight out of his hand. Got a little bit of that top cheddar. Corey with a long look here.
Just over the top of it. Ooh, he went a little longer than I thought.
Yep, gets to play twice in a row. There we go.
Just that one to go.
Yep.
Couple tap-ins here left to do for the front 9
Yeah.
of the second round.
Tyler's got to be happy with his front 9. Had the 1 blemish, but overall pretty smooth. Tony, same thing. Got to be happy with his front 9, 1 blemish.
Yeah.
Bradley got a lot of colors, but he's a professional. He'll settle down in the back half, I bet you.
Yep. This is where the grind kind of comes into play. Taking a look at these scores, only 3 separating this card. We have 7, 8, 9, and 10 down so far. These guys are trying to chase down lead card. They're a few strokes away, but there are lots of opportunities we saw from Isaac yesterday to score on the back 9. We'll see how these guys do. Thanks, Brian, for joining us on this front 9 from round 2 so far. And we'll see you guys on the back.